Well, 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 would you look what we got here? It's another package. And this one says Volta all over it. I wonder what could be inside a case. This was sent to me by Volta Strings, makers of my signature Flaxotron, and I promise I'm going to make a video about this soon. This is the 6-string Flaxotron, but that's coming. I want to talk about cases. Before I open this, let's talk about my history with violin cases. I want to show you my current violin case for my acoustic, my current case for my Volta, or at least one of them, and then talk about the pros and cons of both of those. And then we're going to open what's inside here and see if it solves some problems. First of all, this is the kind of case I've been using for my acoustic for years and years and years. This is a Concord case, and it's got my acoustic violin in there. Say hi, Miss Molly. And I kind of always get these really chunky, heavy, bulky cases for my acoustic violin because in part, I need the storage. B, the weight helps me to feel like this thing is actually safe. Like I could sit on it and it would be fine. Don't sit on your case, just saying, but you can with these. Of course, it's really heavy. The trade-offs of that are you have the security, but you are tired carrying that thing around. Now this is the case that came with my Flaxotron. This is the case that Volta provided previously. You can see the little Volta logo on there. Also some other stickers, lots of my own stickers, Boom Chick Trio, etc. You can see that this has taken some wear and tear. Probably should have cleaned the insides of these before I showed them off. You can tell right away the trade-off that's been made here. This thing is so much lighter than the Concord case I've been using for my acoustic, but it is so flimsy in comparison. Like, you see this bend? That does not assure confidence. This is definitely not a sit-onable case. I would never check this. I never check a violin, period, folks. But you understand what I'm saying. This thing is a lot less sturdy. It's been on the road with me for some years now. I've had this as long as I've had my Flaxotron. It's served its purpose dutifully, and I have really appreciated the lighter weight. You can see that the handle's starting to fray. Dear reader, most people don't treat their cases this badly. I have to admit, I don't know if it's my rock and roll lifestyle or if it's just I'm clumsy, but that has taken a beating. Here's the one that came with my Flaxotron. Same design, still has that crushableness to it, but it is very lightweight. For many years, these have been sort of the only two options. Crazy heavy, like that physically is fully loaded, difficult to hold, or very lightweight, but not necessarily that sturdy. This I saw unveiled at NAMM 2025, and I liked it a lot. So when Marat reached out and asked if I wanted to take a look, I said, yes, please. And then he showed me all the colors. Let me show you what I got. I'm so bad at this. There we go. As usual, beautifully wrapped. I feel like Arnold. Ugh. Oh yeah. That's supposed to be reusable. Oops, I might have just cut through the middle of that. totally almost cut through the... Oops. So I might have just almost cut a hole in it, but first blood? Okay, so this is the new Volta Capsule Case. Spring-loaded handle, tri-layer shell, impact and scratch resistant, airtight seal, protects against dust and moisture, lightweight, 4.1 pounds. This is 4.1 pounds. I'm just gripping this one-handed like a basketball right now. It's empty, but still, that's impressive. So Marat sent me some specs and some details on how this stacks up compared to other cases on the market. Slightly lighter than the Gaywa Air. That's 4.4 pounds. This is 4.1. Yet same or even more durable. Better straps, thick padded with security rings. Oh, I should open it up and see if there's straps inside of it, probably. Let's take a look. Those latches feel pretty sturdy. Okay, open it up. Nice. That new strap smell. Oh, these do feel nice. I am sweating in here because it is finally warm in Boston. Aw, that's very sweet. Volta Strings. I forgot I asked him to send me these two. BT Dubs, if you want to hear a review of Volta's Nylocore strings, leave a comment. I'll let you know what I think of them. I've been using them on my Voltas for some time now, and I think they sound pretty good, but I could do a full review if you're curious. By the way, he doesn't throw in free strings with the case. This is just, that is a separate order, and he shipped it to me at once. So don't get any ideas, folks. It's a small company. Don't be asking for freebies. I saw it in Rob's video. You support cool people making good stuff. Hygrometer. That's nice. And it has a temperature. Oh, now it's 51%. Yeah, it's definitely, I'm definitely sweaty, but this is accurate. Nice. Oh, look at the straps. This has some serious heavy-duty strap protection. These are locking carabiners, which is a huge upgrade from every other strap I've ever had on any case. They've all been the cheap ones with the little, and they all break, and then I have to zip tie things together or some nonsense. This one, oh yeah, that's not going anywhere. Extra heavy duty, like wire reinforcement thing, and this screws into place. It's this little threaded extra bonus security. Put this in as a backup, just in case this ever failed. You never know. It's nice to have a second layer of security for these, but ooh, the nubbly pads. Lovely nubbly pads. It's like a cuddly Blastoise. That's great. These are good straps. I basically cut right into it by accident when opening the box, and does not appear to have any damage other than that little scratch I just put in with a X-Acto knife razor blade right down the middle. Oh my God, I'm off to a glowing start of this. This is the vintage white or cream. I'm not sure how well that shows up on camera, but contrast that with the other Volta case. This is very much a sort of, I'm not going to say stormtrooper white, but much more sort of white. This is more of an off-white sort of eggshell in comparison. Is that showing up? I hope that's showing up, right? And this has black trim around the edges. This has that really white trim with the off-white, which actually kind of looks nice. And then the silver spring-loaded handle. Oh, there's a lovely cloth. That's nice. This feels and smells like it could be the floor mat in a nice electric vehicle. Also, look at this little flip-de-dealy here, this little finger knob to open it. Not every case, in fact, I don't think I've ever seen a case that has a nice finger knob Is that the technical term? A finger knob? I don't know. I keep balancing this like a pizza or like a waiter bringing out the table of drinks situation, because it's just that light. That feels really nice. Also on the inside, there's room for 1, 2, 3, 4 bows. The bow clasp mechanism here is, swivel. That feels sturdy enough. It's a little wobbly. It's clearly the flimsiest plastic in the situation so far, but it's pretty stable, and it turns relatively easily, and it locks pretty easily, and it doesn't move unless you really give it a good nudge. No idea how many times I can twist these before I break them, but honestly, I don't think I've ever broken one of those. That's not true. I absolutely broke one of those on the Concord case for my acoustic. I don't even know how that broke. Everything feels pretty sturdy in here. I like the curvature of this neck support. It looks like one of those Tempur-Pedic neck pillows. Squish test. That's pretty squishy. It feels firm, but springs back. Velcro. It's a good solid Velcro strap. Pretty nice. Sewed in place well enough. And last but not least, we have this storage pouch area. This appears to be removable. Sure is. Velcro pouch. You could fit some stuff in here. But how much stuff can we fit in it? Can I fit in all the goodies that I like to put in a violin case? Go to bow tool, snap that into place. Good. Let's see if it'll hold this gigantic beast with, count them, 6 knobs. These are sticking off on the side. There's more on this side, so this is wider than just about any violin. It's more of a viola and then some, with a big bottom. I'm not going to finish that sentence. Stop. Get your mind right. Oh, will the shoulder rest fit in the pouch? Let's see. It looks like it might. Oh, it does. Maybe. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That's great. You never get. Look at that. The whole shoulder rest. This is not a folding shoulder rest. The whole shoulder rest fits in there. Great. We're off to a very good start. What's our clearance like on the sides here? Oh, okay, it's a snug fit. I'm sort of smushing it in. Oh, there is also a dedicated place for the shoulder rest. I completely missed that little loop, which could be for the shoulder rest. Honestly, in my electric violin cases, what I tend to do is I put a instrument cable under the headstock and then use that shoulder rest thing to hold it in place, because I'm playing an electric violin. I'm always going to need a cable. Might as well have it right there. I really wish I hadn't stabbed this thing when I opened the box. Subway strap. Actually, it feels like it's pretty tall. Like when I first looked at it, it was sort of, oh, okay. So you can sort of squish this down and it'll compact, but then pull it back up and it's fine. What is this made of? Feels like space leather. It's very much a silver painted, cool looking leather. We'll see how this holds up in 6 months after some serious abuse. And if I put one of the squishy Blastoise straps on there, this looks really well made. These are definitely the best straps I've ever seen on a violin case. Sold. Easy. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, well, that's a winner. That feels so sturdy. Et voila! This feels super comfy. I'm pretty sure I could walk around with this for ages and not notice it's on me. This is incredibly lightweight. This might be my go-to case. Only thing something like this is missing is a pocket on the outside for sheet music. I don't really need a sheet music pocket. Certainly not for my electric violin. What I need is room for a shoulder rest, a cable, and a bunch of other odds and ends and accessories. Still plenty of room. Like, there's way more room in here than that other case. I think overall it is about the same weight. Both of them feel considerably lighter than the heavy plywood cases. This feels considerably sturdier. This is easily the best of both worlds, and it is this stylish color. Retail price for this is, well, what do you think? What is the price of those other ones he mentioned? Let me look this up, because I have no idea. So a Gewa Air case, which he mentioned this is 0.3 pounds lighter than, looks like 730 something bucks on Sweetwater, 800 even on a couple other sites. Okay, so the BAM high-techs, those are all upwards of $800-900 bucks. This thing, retail price is $399. It was $400 with free shipping to the continental US states. And if you want a discount on it, there is a Volta gang price. What I mean by that is if you own a Volta, you can get one of these capsule cases for $249. He's made a PayPal listing and a Reverb listing, and I will link those down below. I also suggested that you should email him and use code FLAX10. I don't think this was a code before I suggested that as an option, but email him, tell him I sent you. maybe he'll hook it up. So if this comes off as commercially, it kind of is, right? I got a new case in the mail and I want to tell you about it, but the reason that I want to tell you about it and the reason that it's here in the first place is because I saw it and I liked it. And now I'm gonna use it. This guy's making strings I like, he's making cases I like, he's making violins I like. They've got delay built in, which is I like. Volta gang, you should get a Volta and then put it in a capsule case. I'm not biased. I'm making this video because I actually like this stuff, so thought you should know. That's my review of the Volta capsule case. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and I'll try and get to them. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you liked what you saw, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you, as always, to my supporters on Patreon. You allow me to keep making the art that I'm making. Special thanks to Volta for sending me a case and making the instrument of my dreams and making strings that sound really good. Okay, enough. Bye.